it's a factor, and the factor that politicians are even counting on. But going forward, I wanted to respond to something Mohammed said. He has left. It is not inevitable that Tinubu will win. I do not agree with that position because whatever factors we are considering are not the only factors that determine election, right? So many things get into play when it comes to election. But what I see about Tinubu and what I say about him as a politician is that he is a realistic politician. He does not believe the hype, right? And he also, because he's the president, he can surround himself with, psychophants and people who tell he's going to win anyway. I don't think that's the kind of person he is. He has a temperament of saying, you know what, probably we need to do more work, right? And that even make it more difficult because you want someone that's delusional, and if you have a delusional incumbent, you can easily beat him. But to say that it's inevitable, like Mohammed said, I don't think it's easy either, because you have to consider the electorate too. If there's a mass vote towards a particular direction, despite the rigging, despite the fraudulence, despite anything, you are still going to see that pressure on the part of INEC, on the part of of those who are involved in those things. So I don't think it's inevitable, but I would say it's difficult and boils down to what the opposition does. It boils down to how they are able to canvass for vote, and it also boils down to who they bring out as their as their candidate, and many other things that will have to be considered. But nobody should be carried away with any form of euphoria. As a well-thinking, someone that understands Nigerian political space, I would advise don't be carried away with any form of euphoria. Do your best to canvass for vote. Do your best to push for your candidate. Do your best to make sure that you secure your polling unit. If you're in a place you are voting, secure your vote in your polling unit, and ensure that you do everything you can do, right, to stand your ground. I'm so happy yesterday. I know you don't want to mention it.
No. I'm not entertaining such conversation here. No, please.
Yeah, of course. But
please.
The general idea is that I feel like the opposition is trying to get their heart together. I think they are trying to see that this is beyond just self-interest. Something that they need to come together and do something about it. It's a step in the right direction, but will it determine the outcome? Obviously not. I don't think that will be what will determine the outcome. But they still have to do more work. At the end of the day, it's a game of number. And who has the highest number? It may be slightly higher, it may be slightly lower, but that does not matter in the scheme of things. Because who have the highest number will definitely win. And that's the way I see the whole thing. So it's not inevitable, but it's going to be very, very difficult.
All right, thank you very much, Cyrus. I know some people will be, why don't you want him to talk about what happened? I don't discuss what happened in other platforms. Good luck to whatever happens. And this is my position. And always people felt that some of these things, one, use it to bring in a lot of numbers, those kind of topics. I don't have a topic. Somebody was asking what's the platform all about. I don't have a topic. I have a topic, but I don't, so for some reason best known to me, I just don't want to put any topic out there. I'm not interested in chasing clouds. As always, I'd rather have 4 people here than have 10,000 people or 20 million people listening to whatever makes them happy. I'm happy I have myself, Miss Nkeki, Chief, Osford, Allah, and Nelson, Beautiful Flower, Cyrus, and few of us who want to discuss something that we want to discuss. It might not sit well with you, but this is what we want to discuss. Now, yes, I like what you said when you say it's not inevitable. As always, I want somebody to remember this. I will continue to say it until the election is done and dusted. There are 2 things that needs to happen for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be defeated. 2 things, right? Now, do I think those things will happen? Maybe, depending with the 1% or 5% or 10% that the opposition have. But my position is this: since those 2 things have not happened, and you call the election tomorrow, Tinubu will win. And then I think this is what pisses people off, right? If those 2 things were to happen, he knows it's over, and the opposition knew exactly where the needs what they need to do to make sure that those two things might, will happen or not happen. Because for him, he has no control over those things, right? It's not about this and this thing. Those things needs to happen, and the opposition have a part to play. But they have not shown that. When INEC decide to call the election tomorrow, I do not see any reason why he will not. It will happen tomorrow. Then we will come back here, and then we would have this conversation again. I will say, okay, based on A, B, C, D, this is what we are leaning. You see, the problem we have as humans is sometimes we want to walk our way. We want something, to be what we want. It's not about how it's playing out. This kind of thing that's happening here, I don't know how many of you who were on this platform prior to the election. I screamed, Chief, you were here, so I need you to confirm that you were here, so you can be able to, say that I'm lying. Chief, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Were you on this platform prior to the Edo election? Were you here?
Yes.
Okay. I screamed, I shouted, I did everything I can. Say, please, guys, whatever it will cost you people, the opposition needs to work together. And you are here, sir. There was no name on this planet Earth that was not called, right? And I keep shouting. Yep. I said, you cannot allow APC to take Edo State from you. It's not. Listen, I don't care whether PDP wins it, whether Labour Party wins it, but both of you need to sit down and work together. That was my position. And that was the sin that Mindset committed, because a lot of people from either side felt that, okay, he's working for these people, he's working for, but I was trying for you guys to see the light. Maybe, permit me to see, you shouldn't allow this to happen. There was no, it was interesting. They were doing their propagandist and doing all kinds of nonsense. And I said, guys, we'll see how it plays out. They work against themselves, they allow APC to win. Timing is everything in politics. What they should have done it before now. Right? All this whole thing coming together and everything. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong. It's good to have a very strong opposition or whatever they choose to call themselves. But when you have how many months to the election, 11 months to the election, your house, things are not being done properly. You don't even know what's going to happen. And you think, I'm going to be on this platform to say to you, oh, you're going to win this election based on my own calculation that doesn't make sense. Some calculation that you didn't believe in the state, but it's very clear to the blind that what happened. There was absolutely no way either of them could have won that election if they have worked together. Now, who wins? Tinubu wins. So the same individual fighting themselves that they cannot work together have decided to work together, but then they have lost the stake to APC. Does that make sense to any one of you? And you get so emotional about these things. Mindset is working for APC because you don't want to see the truth. You don't want to hear it. It was very interesting. I'm one person that I'm not going to be bullied. They were all kinds of nonsense. Young people, especially, they were opening spaces, discussing mindset is this. At the end of the day, you've lost it to APC, but now you want to work together to see if you can get it those states. You guys should be real. You guys tell yourself the truth. If you're not serious, you get out. What you're doing right now is what you should have done before now. APC have the problems, yes. APC have internal problem, yes. But their problem is something they're able to manage. The CPC side of APC, which I believe, if they truly wanted to help the opposition, they should have moved when Buhari was still alive. That would have been the best thing. Then Buhari will make it look like, okay, I don't have control over them. They decided to do what they wanted to do. They should have shown that they're ready for this. No. I spoke with somebody, I'm not going to mention them. I'm not only one person, some individuals who say they're part of the opposition. And I was saying to them, guys, you don't have enough time. No, we don't worry. We know what we're doing. I said, you're dealing with Bola Tinubu. You're not dealing with Buhari. The earlier the better. I said, don't worry about this thing. Don't worry about it. I keep saying it. There are some states you cannot afford to mess about with. And I wholeheartedly, I believe that if the opposition, the so-called opposition, what they are doing right now, for now, there are some states. It doesn't matter what Tinubu wants to do, and these guys will have to come together and become a force. He will try, but you cannot tell me that these guys cannot withstand him. He will try, but he knows that you can't cause this thing. But because there was a problem there, he saw the opportunity there, and he took advantage of it. And he got so many states to join him, and he got so many people to join him. And what you should have done before, you're doing it, and you want me to be on Spaces and start clapping for you that you have done what you should have done before now. How it work that way, in my own opinion. As always, I want you guys to win. I wish you guys well. I hope you're able to succeed. One thing I will not do is to do Bayako with you guys. It's not gonna, at my age, I think I have learned a little bit about these things, not to go with emotion. It's all about being realistic about these things, right? Let's see what happens in River State. I believe whatever happens will work in Tinubu's favor. And as always, guys, please, nobody should go in the comment section. Allow people to add their view. Allow them one thing, not them insult. They can say all kinds of things. They don't want to be on the Spaces. The Spaces is anti-position. Mindset is let them say what they want to say. It doesn't matter. Please allow them to add their view. If I see the comments, which I hardly see anyway, and it's an insulting comment and everything, I love the person. But in terms of them mindset, you don't stay here or there. I'm not working for you, and I can work for anybody I want to work for. I've made it very clear. Tomorrow night or tonight, I will still go back to the topic that means a lot to me, the insecurity in Nigeria. Then the APC members will join the places and say he's hosting the spaces because he wants the opposition to win. So tonight will be, this morning is at maybe tonight I will talk about the will tell you guys what I believe that the government have done wrong. Then APC will say, no, this guy is an idiot. Don't listen to him. Talk about the APC. He's working for so. That is my life, right? And I don't know anybody in that policy. So, guys, I want to wish you guys well, and I will see you tonight. Miss First, thank you very, very much for this platform. Chief, Oxford Nelson Gregory, beautiful flower. Aku, Aku, I didn't know you were here. Good morning, sir. And President, and guys, thank you. For those that agree and those that disagree, good luck. Go out there and continue. Go out there. Leave spaces for myself. Leave me with my people. Leave me with Oxford. The rest of us who want to waste our time in your own words here. Go to your local places. Go to your village.